Hello guys, it's Dmitry again. So, today I would like to discuss or just continue talking about objects as they're really important part of JavaScript. So, I would like specifically stay focused in this video on how we can store arrays in the object, right? Because again, arrays, they are really significant in JavaScript, right? Or significant part of JavaScript logic. So, and let's just jump into that because I'm really excited, like to type some stuff to show how it works. It's really exciting stuff, to be honest. Okay, let's do it. So first, I would like to define an object. Object, I will call it cities database. Cities database. And as it implies, essentially I'm going to store data about different cities. Okay, the first thing I'm going to store city names. And see guys, it's explicitly I'm saying it should be plural, right? It's going to be plural, and that's the thing. Here, I'm going to store an array of things or array of city names, which is pretty cool. Okay, let's move on. First, I would like Moscow, then New York, New York. I love this movie actually. Anyway, Sydney, because I'm living here. And the last one, Boston, because I heard a lot about the city and it should be lovely, I guess. Definitely on my bucket list. So, and the second key I would like to specify, city post codes. And essentially these postcodes, they're just imaginary, like I just come up myself with them. They're not real. So yeah, just for your information. Okay, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, and they're numbers, as you can see, and it's also going to be an array, right? City postcodes. That's why I'm using the plural naming. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and how many for cities, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Here we go. Cool stuff, guys. So now, if you would like to console.log, and oh gosh. So the cool stuff about that, guys, as you can see, we're storing two arrays now in the in the object, which is we just use like two keys, right? But we stored so much information or so much data, and now if we going to log it out, here we go, guys. We can see it's an object, right? With information about cities, city names, and city postcodes. So now what I would like to do, I would like to show you guys another example, right? So not another example, but I guess still I'm going to work with this object. I'm going to show you how to access any elements in any array, like inside of the object, right? Where we store in the actual arrays. Okay, let's do it. For example, guys, I would like to access city names array in our object. So you can see, as soon as I type dot, it's going to show all the properties, right, as we did before. So, and essentially each of these properties now is representing the actual array. So essentially, okay, I would like to grab city. So, and if I run it, it's going to grab this array, right? So now if I run it, so frustrating sometimes. Cool, you can see it's array, right, of cities, city names, sorry. So, and now the cool part is you can go even further, right? You can access the actual element of the actual city names array. For instance, I would like to grab Moscow, right? And it's a first element, right, in this array. So, and if I run it again, here we go, guys. It's Moscow. So I grab the value of the first element of the city names array. Cool stuff, guys. I really pumped up. Okay. The next thing I would like to discuss about, guys, that how we can apply filters and maps functionality to these arrays that we're storing in this object, and we easily can do that. Okay, I will show you how. This is the way. First, guys, let's focus on filters function. Okay, I'm going to grab the name of the actual city database, name the actual object. Now I'm going to say city, and essentially I'm going to point to the city names array. So and now what I'm going to do, I'm going to use filter in order to filter a specific city. In this case, I would like to filter Sydney. Okay, let's say city. By the way, I think in previous tutorial I didn't mention, like this naming here, you can define any name, but the most important part to understand that this name is going to symbolize the actual things that you iterating through. For example, we know that this is the array with the city names, so it makes sense that you're going to iterate through each city, right? Or you can specify city name or whatever. I specify just city, which should work totally fine, and it's kind of self-explanatory, I believe. So now, guys, city, I'm going to define this condition, city, and for instance Sydney, right, as I mentioned. So what I'm saying is, please save or preserve the element of this array, of the city names array, where the value of this element is equal to Sydney. And we know it's just only one element, and it's a third element, or element with the index 2, because we start counting indexes in arrays from 0, as you remember. So now what I'm going to do, I would like just to log out all the thing. Let's just log it out, save it, and run it. Here we go, guys. Finally, we got the array with the filtered thing, Sydney, right? Again, guys, can you see it? It's just like a magic, right? It's so wonderful. It's a perfect piece of functionality, And imagine what kind of logic you can come up with by using all this tool. It's just amazing. So okay, the second function I would like to focus on, it's as you remember, it's map. So I would like to say cities, city names, and I'm going to work with the same array, but instead of filter I'm going to use map. And as you remember, map, what it's doing, it's iterating through each element of the array, but it's going to modify each element based on the condition you're defining, or based on the on the logic you're defining in the map functionality. So what I'm going to say, actually I'm going to work in city postcode array instead. I think it makes more sense. So, and I'm going to say it's not city now, it's code, right? It's just postcode essentially. So code, and I'm going to say code multiply by 2. So, and now guys, what I'm doing is I'm grabbing each code from this city postcodes array, and I'm multiplying it by 2, right? So each of these elements going to be, or values going to be multiplied by 2. Let's see, guys. I'm sure it's going to work. Here we go, guys. It's working. It's magic, guys. So I think, guys, I'm going to finish this tutorial because I think I covered the things that I was planning to cover. So stay tuned, guys. Stay focused, and guys, as always, please subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet, and if you're still watching, please keep on going, keep practicing, and also like this video if you really liked it, or if you think it's really useful for you. And see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.